When you hear the name Porsche, what's the first car that comes to mind? If you're the younger generation, good chance it's the 918 Spider. For me personally, it's the 911 GT1. What I wouldn't do to get behind the wheel of this beast. Regardless of your dream Porsche, it's most likely here today at the Stuttgart Porsche Museum. I'm Jeff Francis, and you're watching the Speed Journal. There can only be one number one, and this is it. This is the first car bearing the Porsche badge. It had a 35 horsepower motor and could reach 135 kilometers an hour. Porsche first started as a small maker of hand-built sports cars in Gmünd, Austria. The cars from that era have a simple beauty. Those distinctive shapes have carried on and still make it easy to identify a Porsche, even without a name badge. The Porsche Type 804 is the only Formula One car that Porsche built entirely. It's also the car that gave Porsche its only Formula One victory, and that was at the hands of one of my personal favorites, Dan Gurney, and that was in 1962. For you 911 Turbo fans, you might find this interesting. This is the very first 911 Turbo Porsche. Actually, Dr. Ferry Porsche gave this to his sister on her 70th birthday. Benefits to the family. We all realize how important downforce is to racing. Let's put it in perspective. This Porsche, when it reaches 321 kilometers an hour, according to downforce theory, it could drive on this ceiling. The Porsche 917 had a long tail version. This car was capable of 387 kilometers an hour down the long Mulsanne Straight at Le Mans in 1971. This is the Porsche 911 Carrera RS. It was actually the fastest German production car of its time, also the first 911 to wear the Carrera badge. Don't you just love the ducktail? A Harley Davidson in the Porsche Museum? Actually, Porsche was involved with developing the V-Rod motor in this Harley Davidson. I think it's pretty cool. You can have a Harley with a little bit of Porsche in it. That's a nice piece of machinery. Motor racing is a big part of Porsche history and culture. Porsche race cars from every decade are on display. Many are the actual race winners from the biggest races in the world like Le Mans and Nürburgring, and the trophies they won are here to see as well. This is the restoration department for the museum at Porsche, correct?
Correctly, yeah. We are here in our workshop facilities where we only restore museum-owned cars. So we have about almost 600 cars in our collection right now. There is always something to do, and we also do full restorations on our own car, like here on this early Porsche 911. We are doing full restorations here, but we are also preparing our cars for driving events. We are driving on like small rallies. We are also using the cars on historic races. And that's the place where we prepare them. So we have here specialists who were working more than 30 years with race cars, and they worked on those cars when they were new. And so they are still today, or again today, preparing those cars for historic race events all over the world. We are using the cars, of course, for our museum facility, for exhibition. In the end, they are race cars and historic cars which need to be driven. And this is the place where we prepare them. For us, it's very important to keep the cars alive. Most of the cars you have visited upstairs in our exhibition are still in running and driving condition. They are not just museum cars. We are still using them, and that's why we need a workshop.
Well, that wraps up our visit at the Porsche Museum here in Stuttgart, Germany. We had an amazing day, and the Porsche team was just so hospitable. We really appreciate them. Well, hey, stay tuned to the Speed Journal. We have more of our Germany excursion episodes coming.